Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. Right now I'm outside my messy garage with my brother's Monarch. He brought it back for some upgrades, and it developed a very weird problem. First, the upgrades we did, put in LED headlights that look like the old factory headlights. Very nice. We replaced the little 194 light bulbs in the instrument panel. We put LED bulbs in there, so now the gauges are nice and bright. Fixed the light in the radio. Oh boy, I can't even remember the stuff we were doing. The problem that it developed, and happened when he was driving in here, the car will just shut off, exactly like you just turned the key off. And then in a few seconds, minute, whatever, you could start it up and drive it again, but then it would just turn itself off. And we discovered that when it turns itself off, the headlights and lights still work. It's just anything that's hooked to the ignition switch. Like the radio, the heater, probably the wipers, and of course the engine. But there's something wrong with the ignition switch itself that's on the steering column. The weird part about it is, he was trying to drive it home yesterday, and he couldn't make it out of my street. It quit 5 times in, like a half a mile. So he said one time it turned off, and he was wait a few seconds to start up, and the radio came back on by itself, which meant that the ignition switch was working again. So he was able to start the car and drive it here. But the fact that the car turns itself off and then turns itself back on sounds to me like there is a resettable circuit breaker in the ignition system, which I've never heard about. So I've been on the forums, and they're saying, it's just the ignition switch. There's like a broken spring or something in the ignition switch. And my guess is that, excuse me, the little spring or whatever's in there probably heats up, makes the contact go away. Then when it cools off, comes back and lets the circuit reset itself. Something like that. It needs a new ignition switch is the bottom line. The problem is I can't find one listed for a 75 or 76 Granada Monarch. You can find 77 to 80s. And I did some more investigating, and one of the websites said that you could use the 77 through 80 switch if you change the plastic connector that goes into the switch. Use one from a 77 or 80 car. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Got to try to find a switch and try to find that connector and then change it. Once I do find that stuff, I'll bring you back for a video on fixing it. I got to go find that stuff first. See if I can show you the problem. All right. That big connector between the brake pedal and the brake release, yellow wire, right here. This has a broken connection. I can wiggle it and make things come and go, and you can actually see a little spark inside this heat shrink. There. I'll turn the fan on so you can hear it more. Off. correct it, so you can't even turn it back on now. But anyways, there's their problem. I can fix it easy. I was able to fix that, and I tucked that connector and wire harness up under the dash instrument panel where it was. I was able to drive the car last night and check out the lights. The LED lights that we put in the instrument panel are great. I mean, look, you can even see them lighting up in the daytime. Before, those would barely be visible at night. I did remove those blue domes that go over the light bulbs inside the cluster, so now they have a white light instead of the blue-green tint. The white light matches the tack and the other gauges that were added. The headlights are amazing. They're LED. They look like regular headlights. Let me come out here. You know, I was amazed how bright they are. I mean, they're so bright that there's probably going to be people flashing their bright lights at you. But you turn those bright lights on and holy snikes. I mean, it's daylight. But thanks for watching this episode of working on the 76 Monarch. The small upgrades that we did are wonderful, and I'm very glad to find and fix that electrical problem. Bye.